Friday morning, 30th of August. Going to a 90-degree off-camber corner. Snowville. We're almost out of Utah. We got 8.5 miles till we hit the border with Idaho.
Peregrine Falcon.
Welcome to Idaho. It's the state line right here. Straight into gravel. I've been on that plane before in Hawaii. That was unusual. This is the Shoshone Reservation in Idaho. Craters of the Moon National Monument. Here we are. Well, not much to look at just yet, but we will see.
I've got some deep ruts on this hill. I'm gonna go right. Stage 2 of the Idaho Cross Rally. campground for the night. Iron Bog Campground. Elevation 7,380 feet. Some kind of beautiful little valley in Idaho. Our first night in Idaho. Looks like there's probably at least 50 spots here in the campground, but so far it's just these guys over here in the camper and us.
Episode 13 of Notes from the Road. It was the 31st of August, a Friday. Daily mileage 249, total mileage 3,146. Wildlife observed: cows, horses, lots of falcons, grasshoppers, lots of little birds, Craters of the Moon National Monument and Preserve, and a deer. Lodging anxiety 2. It was Labor Day weekend in the US, but the campsite only had one other site taken, which surprised us. Gas anxiety 0, but there was about 160 miles between gas stations. Motorcycle condition: a little more melting of my exhaust shield, but 3 feet of 5/8 inch radiator hose at CarQuest in American Falls, and Mike duplicated what he did for his bike on mine. Thanks, Mike. Trail difficulty 3 or 4, more because of a 15 mile per hour rutted, bumpy, twisted section in the Craters of the Moon National Preserve that went on for over 20 miles. We barely broke 20 miles per hour for that, and it was only in the last 20 miles of the 60 miles through there that we were finally able to make some decent speed. Those first 20 miles were very frustrating as we needed to make more progress. And looking back on it, that was actually probably the most annoying section of the entire trail for me. I get kind of frustrated when you get really long sections of really slow stuff. I mentioned it to Mike at the time, and it didn't seem to bother him so much, although I think you can see from the video with a couple of ride-bys, so he was getting a bit bored of it too as well. Needed to entertain himself. Notable events: finally left the deserts of Utah for the farmland of Idaho. Also my first time in the state of Idaho. Craters of the Moon National Preserve Monument, whichever part it was a bit disappointing, to be honest. This is what I'm reading from my notes. We camped at Iron Bog Campground in the beautiful Salmon-Challis National Forest in Idaho. That was a wonderful campsite. We really liked it, even though the ride in was maybe about 5 miles or so off the trail. It was very picturesque, and there was only one other camper in the whole campsite. It was a bear area, so we put our food inside a bear bag, it's a scent-proof bag, and actually put it inside the one of the pit toilets. Again, there was nobody there, so it was safe, and rather than hang it from a tree, so that worked out really well. I do remember actually one thing, going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I see dozens of green eyes shining back at me from my headlamp. It was just cows. There was a lot of cows running around the campsite. Okay, that's it for Notes on the Road for episode 13. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.